Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to talk about having difficult conversations. If you are new to this space, welcome, and I do hope you stick around. And if you are returning, my heart is warm for you. Nothing about having this kind of conversations is easy. From the emotions that you feel just by thinking about them, the people that you are planning to have them with, body language, your choice of words, your tone. This one is important because you want to be taken seriously, but also you don't really want to be seen as very rude. Not to mention the guilt that you may feel afterwards if you use the wrong tone. I just had a difficult conversation the other day, and boy, the guilt. I just started thinking back that maybe I was a little too harsh. Are we still on good terms? Who knows? The truth is, no one ever knows until you actually have one. And most of the time, we don't really have a choice but to actually have one. And that is the purpose of this video today. I just want to make it a little easier for you to have one and feel good and proud of yourself afterwards. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Number one is planning and preparing. I don't know how many times you've heard these terms, but they are as real as they sound. Preparing is going to help you turn down the volume of your apprehension. I'm gonna go through a pre-conversation checklist. Number one is drop any assumptions. Approach it with an openness and an interest in problem solving rather than needing to be right. You need to be honest and come into an awareness of any hidden emotions that you may have, like anger, resentment, or anything of that sort, because they bring up a desire to want to punish, embarrass, or even revenge on the other person, which is so unproductive, so uncalled for, immature. Basically, the more prepared you are, the easier it will be for you to stay even-tempered and keep your emotions separate from the subject. And then the fourth one is just to practice it with a friend, family member, or anyone that you are comfortable with, or even practice it in the mirror of how you will be able to approach it. Number two is get to the point. Don't cloud your message with fluff. I used to be one of those people who, first of all, before having the conversation, I would contemplate for days the best way that I can deliver without seeming rude and keeping the same picture of the nice girl that I was before having the conversation. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I didn't want all the good things about me changing in their minds even after having the conversation. But all that doesn't make it any easier. In fact, it becomes the opposite. We want to stay as far away as possible from muddling and jumbling. It's always best to be direct, tell it as it is, and then work around their response. Number three is use I statements. It's really important to use I and not you statements. You are potentially pointing out a wrong on someone. No one in any human form is going to receive it well. But if you start with how you feel, somehow any sort of perceived blame or responsibility is going to be lifted off from them, and also helps keep their defenses down from not feeling any form of accusation. I have two videos on this. One is tips to healthy assertiveness, and the second one is elaborating your feelings through building a bigger emotional vocabulary. So make sure you check those out too. I believe they'll be of great help. Back to the topic. Fully clarify why you're having the conversation and offer as many concrete examples as possible so the person understands that you're not just pulling things out of thin air. The fourth one is set an outcome. Ask yourself what you want to accomplish after the conversation, like what needs to change, what needs to stop, etc. Make sure your final goals are noble and fair instead of self-serving, and state your desired outcome at least 2 times during the conversation, plus expect to compromise. Ideally, these conversations are usually unpleasant. You don't want them to drag on for too long, so set a time limit to help you keep on track and just make it primarily for resolving issues. Make sure that you're acknowledging and validating the other person's responses, because it becomes more comfortable for them if they also feel like that they're being heard, and that's going to make you comfortable as well. And don't be afraid of any awkward periods of silence that may follow the conversation. Accepting these periods is actually a good thing for reflecting and calming down in the moment. than filling them with something that is meaningless. If you are the type of person who often feels guilty after having difficult conversations, even regarding issues that actually cause discomfort to you, then there may be a more underlying issue, which is why I suggest you check out this video here on how to deal with guilt and shame. I could be right or maybe not, but it's just always good to be sure, and I'm linking it in the description box below. And this is it for today. Please share this video with someone who may be dealing with this kind of thing, and make sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more awareness topics. Have a great day and see you in the next video.